All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Sorry for the late start. Hope you're doing well, though. Let's do a little building, shall we? We got a factory to rework. So, quick recap from last time. Also, what's up, Don? Joe, love to see you, man. Sorry you got to work, but thank you for popping in as always. Starting a new world today. All pure, all random. Have fun, bro. That's awesome. Have a good time. That's gonna be great. I'm doing all right, man. Thank you for asking. Um, yeah, can't complain. A little bit of missed the floor. A little bit of a busy day. Just had to run around, do some errands. Nothing crazy though. So that's why we're starting a little bit later. But you know, all is well. All is well. Thank you. Um, so real quick recap. What we did last stream is tore down the entire steel factory that I had originally built here and completely reworked things so that we are now much more vertical, which is really cool, and making a whole lot more stuff. We're taking, right on cue, resources from other factories over to here via train and utilizing them in our new setup. So today, the goal is to get the bulk of this factory running. I have not included our reinforced plates as the music rips. We love it. Because it's not upgraded. Well, we included them, but it's not doing enough. So the goal today is to rebuild this entire factory, which is going to be pretty fun. I think we could pull it off. It's nothing too crazy. We're going to do a quick modeler. And then we're just going to get to it and see what we can make happen. So yeah, these designs, unfortunately, are very out of date. So we can't upgrade for this. And I don't think we really want to. We could use better recipes and all that stuff. So it's kind of what we're going to do. We don't have a modeler for this, so I think the best thing to do is tear everything down, get a full idea of what we have to work with, what we want to use in the factory, and then come up with our plan of attack in the modeler. So it should be pretty simple. I don't know how much we're going to get done today, right? But we're just going to kind of go for it and see what we can do. We've got a pretty empty inventory. I can clear out a good chunk of stuff here. Also, let me know if the audio is okay. I have like fans running now because it's so hot in this room. So if it sounds a little not good, let me know, and I can make some tweaks. All right. So yeah, that's kind of the recap, and that's the plan for today. I guess I should update our list accordingly. Oops. Control C. And let's kind of start out with what I was just going over. So we're going to say it is raining in the game, yes. Nice drizzle right now. So tear down. Reinforced plate is RP. And rotor factory. Make new plan in modeler. And build new factory. Alright. Love that. Once rain is done, can hear better for you. Gotcha. But all fine for me. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, the rain is kind of muddling that. We could turn it off, but we'll let it ride. It's only for a little bit. So, with an inventory clear, let's just do the thing. I will make it daytime just so we can kind of see. And yeah, let's start tearing it down. We'll work our way the walls first. Unfortunately, I can't. I wish you could group blueprints. That would be pretty awesome. Oh, okay. We're gonna just gonna take it all down. That's, you know what? That's also fine too. That's an okay plan. All of this works out. So, that's not a blueprint. That's fun. Tried the modeler today, growing pains, but I enjoyed it. Hell yeah. That's understandable. It takes, like anything, right? It takes time to sort things out and kind of start to get a feel for certain things. I definitely should make a video, at least for like my preferences and stuff, you know, and like how to set them and all that. I feel like that would be a good video to make. Okay, so I don't want to delete, at least right now, I don't think I want to delete this, but there's a good chance that we will delete that. What did you make, by the way, Don? I'm curious, as your first model. Alright. You know, there is a... Yeah, we're very likely just gonna tear that out, so... Let's see. I don't think this is gonna... We'll let it run. If we can avoid picking up a bunch of garbage, I'll avoid picking up a bunch of copper and stuff. Smart plating factory, not much. Hey, that's alright. Nice, nice. I was gonna say iron something, so... That makes sense. Hell yeah, man. Well, I hope it was helpful, at least, you know, and... You'll definitely you'll get there. I'll show, when we do my thing, like the plan for this one, I'll show you some preferred settings. How we doing? Oh, we can clear out all of that. We can clear out... No, that's not what I wanted to do. It's unfortunate, because that's in there now forever. Can't get rid of that. Alright, so... let's see. Oh yeah, we played Odd Sparks yesterday. That was fun. Definitely... Same thing. Growing pains. It was very fun. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think it's going to be a really fun game to play. I've got to come to grips with the controls a little bit. I played a little last night, just trying to gather what I needed to do, and I definitely missed a lot while we were streaming yesterday, so tomorrow, if we get to stream it again, we will kind of go over what we missed. Alright, let's keep going around the outside here. We're finally going to change this hypertube line as well. Let's see, that implement right? No. Okay. I apologize. The voice is like a little rough. Don't know why, but if I start to cough, I apologize. Alright, so we're just ripping through the walls. Thankfully, not too expensive. I should have stayed on this for a lot longer than I did. It's definitely a, in hindsight thing. These are very cheap, very easy to build. Oh, I keep falling off. Okay. Focus. There we go. And probably would have been better for most of the early game. But you live and you learn. I wish someone could make Modeler into a website or Android app. Dang, true. What's up, Xide? How we doing? I was gonna say there are like website versions, which I'm sure you know about, but they're not nearly as good. So got a lot more capabilities in some software. Yeah, I got stuck a bit with rotors, 120 iron node, making 10 rotors per minute, but it didn't allow me to max it out of the storage box, but then it reduced smart plating output. Interesting. If you want, feel free to post it in the Discord, and I'll take a look at it. Happy to lend a hand there. And I'm sure if you keep clicking around, it's probably because either like something isn't either consuming all of the iron, or like You know what I mean? Like there's some bottleneck somewhere. That's the best way I can describe it without actually seeing it. But yeah, we do have the community help part of the Discord, so that is what it's for. Discord plug. Got it. Nice. Alright, let's clear these out. Yeah. Alright, so that is the rotor wing, I think, basically gone. Just very small. Satisfactory calculator author is planning to add multiplier support. Oh, nice. Was recently tackling 0.25x recipe cost aluminum setup. It actually reads. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness, I didn't think about that. Wow. That's gonna be fun to deal with, huh? I wonder what the best plan of approach there is, just like wet concrete and call it a day. Cause yeah, wow. All that stuff's just maxed, and then you barely consume stuff for, oh, it's a little problem of its own, huh? Oh, there's still stuff on there. Well, that's pretty neat. I like that. I didn't even consider that, to be completely honest with you, obviously. That's gonna be good to keep in mind. Am I just making boxes everywhere? I kind of don't know if I mind doing that right now. I think it's easier than just constantly emptying the inventory. Just make a box. It's fine. It'll be alright. But concrete is also a quarter. Yeah. As I was saying it, I was like, right, the consumption's going to be considerably less, so it's going to be tough. So what do you do with it? Like, you just have to, I don't know, I guess you just, interesting, yeah. Can't wait for nuclear. Could, true, jeez, oh man. Okay, now we're getting into the parts that aren't blueprinted, which is fun. So maybe I skip that and leave that for the end and just start and use the filter. I think that's a good plan. Good plan. Yeah, nuclear is going to be even more of a headache, maybe. There's got to be ways. I mean, there's really not. I'm trying to think. Unless you just use it to make a bunch of like pure ingots and stuff. Smart. Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah. Power is a... You're just using up 2 byproducts then. That's pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Tamed your first doggo and made me think you don't have any, right? I don't. I usually don't tame them. I gotta be real. I don't know what it is. I just don't either have berries or go out and stop to tame one. We could get one. I'm not opposed to the idea. I think I've always been afraid of getting radioactive waste out of them. Just being like, oh, well. I don't know what to do with that. Let's take this, let's take this, let's take this. We're just ripping everything down. I'm definitely making a big box of stuff. That's all we got though, right? Yep. Oh, and I gotta hook up the outputs of that to the storage room. Sorry. No. Oh, we're too short. Heal to... Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Too many things. To storage. Did it for the early sync points. Smart. Why not? Oh yeah, we still gotta do these. Okay, this is important. But hopefully don't need to worry about that for this factory. Okay, I know there's a box, yeah, nearby. And just keep going. Let's just keep going. Clear out whatever we see. Stay. What did we say here? I think we're just tearing this out. I think we have to raise the whole floor up, like, considerably, if I remember, because there's SAM ore underneath us that we also want to be using for stuff. Hey, if you make dismantle crate, you can consolidate all the items into one box, if that makes sense. Yes. Also, hello, everyone. Hello, Rowie. Rowie. I don't know why I just called you Rowie. What's up? How's it going? That is the current plan of attack. I've just been letting it all build up into a big old box. We do want to tear that out. Yes. I just get so scared when I start messing with stuff like this, because I'm like, I hope I don't delete out, like, the wall of a different factory by accident. Hell yeah. Okay, I think our power connection is out there. Yeah, everything's still running, right? Yeah, we're fine. I don't know what all this goes to, but it's fine. Old smart plating. Bye-bye. I don't think we're going to use this anymore. Hell yeah, good to hear, which also means this is going to change. Man, it looks like a wasteland. Crazy. I am considering actually, like, moving the entire factory a little bit more that way. Just a little. Might be worth it. I don't know. I don't know why. We're good. Okay. Let's rip all that out. Let's rip all of this out. Surprised I didn't have blueprint floors yet, but I guess I didn't. Okay, so that's good. That's good. We can take out this guy and this guy. Say row for short. Perfect. Row it is. I like it. Let's clear out those. Do you want a sense of how this would be? Just out in the model layer, stapled diluted turbo fuel. I will have to do that, yeah. Yeah, I definitely am not opposed to nicknames, as long as they're obviously acceptable, so. I got you. Alright, yeah, so I think this is going to be different in some way, shape, or form. We have better solutions to that now. So let's just kind of open up all of this space, because I think we're going to kind of need it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Game start as a breeze, but every step just ramps up. Blueprints save the day. I mean, that's good news for me. That just sounds like it's going to suit my playstyle a little bit more. Let's see. I am excited to try it. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be very different, but it should be cool. I think it'll be cool. Okay, we're literally stripping everything back. Okay, there's our box. I don't think it moves, so that's kind of, that is what it is, but let's leave the hyper tubes for now. I missed this guy. And let's just tear out as much as we can. Got it. Nice. We get that, we get that, we get that, we get all of that. And where there once stood a factory, there now stands not a factory. just some bits that were left over. I guess I want to delete the floor out too. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's kind of not a problem if we do that. Oh, hell yeah. I love hearing other people coming up with similar stuff. Or not similar, well, yeah, similar stuff. I like that. I like that. I would be curious to see what yours are like. Yeah, the Mark 1s, honestly, I just stuck with them because I didn't want to change the footprint, you know? But you absolutely could make a better design in Mark 2. Manufacturers, assemblers, and fuel generators? Hell yeah. That's awesome. Very cool. I am considering making Mark II versions for Phase 4 because I think Phase 4 is going to be a freaking beast, if I'm being real. And I think we're going to want some, like, big boy blueprints, you know? Big pioneer blueprints. So, it's definitely in the back of my mind. That's what the beauty of this run really is it's kind of just me figuring out how to play like this, you know? And just seeing different designs, seeing what would work. Okay, there's our SAM ore. We want to leave that either there or on that level, right? Okay. Nice. Also nice. Okay, a couple little pieces left, and I think we're good. You can? Yeah, they must have changed that. Wait, I'll have to check that out. I thought you could only put them next to each other with the... like, literally just side by side. But you're saying you can have the, like, inputs... or, yeah, the inputs, like, face each other? I kind of want to check that right now. Because I always thought it was too close. Unless you're saying it was before and now they changed it. Okay, hold on, let's see. Curious. Because I thought these took up like 2.5 exactly. Oh wait, I'm seeing it though. Hold on. Well, I'll be. Yeah, I thought those used to come out further. Am I just like hallucinating? I mean, there's like a little clipping. That's kind of crazy. Wait. So you could get 4 in here? Gnarly. Nice. Is that new? Or am I just like not up to snuff on stuff? Alright, let's take out the old smelter too. We're just gonna clear out everything that is old. Because we can update all this stuff to just work together in a much better way. And then I'll go hook up the steel plants again. It's sending most of the stuff into the other production areas anyway, except for like beams, which I guess is kind of whatever. I mean, we're not building yet, so it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so there's that, those are all over there. Okay, so what I was kind of starting to think, right, is the space elevator, A, temporary spot, doesn't have to be here. B, put them off the ground on 4-meter frame for others. Oh, and then you just went like up. Nice. That's kind of crazy. I got you. Yeah. Nice. Or up or out or whatever. You could just do wherever you wanted to. I get you. But what I'm kind of thinking is maybe we start using up this area a little bit. And then that opens up all of this for a coastal stuff. Like we could move concrete out here to do wet concrete. And also just maybe expand storage or something. I don't know. But I think I like having it closer now because that's where it needs to be. But it really... Oh, we're about to finish modular engines. Damn. And I think I only built it here before because it was close to storage, and this was just where I thought it made sense with using those two. But we also have, like, these over here. Ooh, let's get some free lift. Nice. And we have to see how I'm actually going to do this, right? So, eventually that's probably going to get redone too. So much to do, so much to do. So, what I think we're going to do is hook these belts up, and we're going to stew it over for a few minutes. And then we can kind of get figured out. Took advantage of auto-connecting rails and hypertubes. Hell yeah. Very nice, dude. Very nice. We are fairly similar in that regard. All right. So here, it does kind of matter what is kind of going where, right? So that was reinforced plates. And if I remember correctly, this should be beams, this should be pipes, this should be encased beams. And then... But I feel like that's wrong. Okay, so I have to go back. We have to look at the storage room order so that I actually hook things up in the right way. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's like... That's our floating design. Same kind of idea. Alright, so... Steel, beams, pipes. Oh no. Modular frames, yes. Beams, yep. Then pipes. And then motors. And what I can only assume is going to be heavy modular frames. Yeah. Okay. And then encased beams are over here just because that's where I had room for them. Yep. Okey-dokey then. That's cool. Got it. So where is encased beams? Encased beams is the furthest on the left. It's all the way on the right on this one. Oh, this is so fun. And by fun, I mean confusing. Motors, modular frames, okay. Or heavy frames. So it's heavy frames on the outside here, motors in the middle, and case beams on the end, the right. And then up top, it's frames, beams, pipes. That's how it's got to be. Label them? Yeah, I should. I'm going to do that down there where it's more helpful for me. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. No, you're right. Okay, so we are going to throw some label signs. Can I throw them on belts? Oh, I can. Interesting. Okay. Oh, right, the arrow has to go back. Okay, and then I do arrow down. Okay, so we said leftmost is heavy frames. I guess I could have chosen a better sign, but whatever, it's fine. I mean, I didn't think this would be hard. I probably should have just left stuff a little bit better connected. And then we're going to say motor. This is definitely telling me I should rebuild this whole beltway because it's not very good if it's this difficult to hook stuff up. And then the bottom. Can I... What do we got? Okay, so we could say left, right? If we're thinking about it this way, is steel pipes, and then middle, steel beams, and we'll say my right side is modular frames. So if we're looking at it like this one is modular frames, I guess, yeah. And then steel pipes are on the left. Yeah, that works. Okay. So what I want to hook up first are this outside one and then the middle one. Modular frames we're not going to worry about because that is not enough yet, right? So we're not going to send anything out there. So the middle one on the bottom, I think we could get this back for now. Nice. Hell yeah, XI. Sounds like you got some good stuff going. Doing well. Where is that beams? That should be beams, right? Yeah, it is. It is. So we have to get all the way out here, which I guess we could do like that. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, so we said this one's gonna be heavy frame, so I don't think we need this belt out here. Am I twisted around? I already am. Wait. No, right? I have to double check. I'm sorry. If I get mixed up, I'm gonna lose it. So I just want to make sure I'm like hooking the right belts up to the right things. The top is going... I did get mixed up. Oh my god. I flipped them around. Y'all gotta call me out on that one. That's my bad. Okay, so the top is actually modular frames, steel beams, steel pipes. And the bottom is heavy modular frames, motors, and case beams. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's why things weren't seeming right when I was looking at them, because it wasn't right. So this one is steel pipes. This one is steel beams. And, oh, let me, stop. This one is modular frames. Okay. Even when I try and keep track, I make a mistake. That's okay. That's what happens. So we go heavy. We go motor. And we go encased. Oops. Beauty. Okay. That makes a lot more sense, and that explains why we had this belt going all the way out here. I was like, there had to be a reason for that, right? Yo, Jade, how we doing? How you been? What's going on? Alright, so that is our output. Yep. And we've got a belt right over here. So... what if instead we did something like this? We took that out. And then went like that. I was on the right mode. We went straight in. Doing good. Started playing Autonauts a couple days ago. Okay. Another really cute automation game. I will check it out. Hell yeah. Very cool. I love that automation games are like really starting to pop off. That's not it. How did I do that? How did I literally just mix those two up? Holy cow. Okay, so I don't know who's in charge upstairs today, but I was supposed to hook up this one, and I just didn't. So that's our steel pipes. Yes. This one's steel beams. Yes. Yikes, man. It's alright, we're gonna get this, and then we're gonna build a new factory. It's gonna be fun. Let's see, so if we go here, this guy. Am I using it? Or is that just not lining up? Okay, I was losing it. It's all good. Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. I can't lie. Playing. No, stop doing the thing that you're doing. Don't do that. Don't do that. Blueprints are all the same height for walkways. Oh yeah. Don't steal my design for this, because I apparently am incapable of doing the right thing right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you are there. This is a cacophony of belt types, but don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Okay, now that's going where it's supposed to, in the middle. Very great. Very good, very great. I know what you mean though with the walkways. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, because yeah, it would just drive me insane. Because it was just all over the place, and I was like, oh nope, I don't like that. Do not like that. All right, now steel pipes are right here. That one I know for sure. So let's go something like that for now. I think even if we put the wall there, it would be totally fine. Yeah, it would be. So I'm not worried about that. We want... I guess we want this going down then, instead of up. Very good. That's important. This one's concrete. I don't think we're using that at all anymore. I think this is all good for storage because I replaced it with another node from out there using a pure node. So I think we're good to actually take that back out. Which may come in handy later. I don't know. We might want that. Oh no, then we'd have it to... Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So we got that. We don't yet have steel pipes. Oh, because I didn't build the top piece. Yeah, that's important. Oh, right. Nope. Franked. Got him. Let's go here. Alright, so that is steel pipes. And then we got modular frames, which you said we're not going to worry about, but those are right there. So that'll be pretty simple. And then case beams is really the big one because I need those to build belts. So we don't want to run out on those. And that's on the right-hand side right there. Okay, so those are a little bit further back in here. But we do have this all set up at the moment, which is pretty good. And I've got these right here. Okay, so let's go out this way. Something like this very likely will be permanent. Oh, I'm out of... hopefully I don't need ammo for a little while. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, just line it up. It's easier that way. And then... yeah, this could probably stay, realistically, unless we need some kind of change for motors. It could also go underneath if it has to, because it will be going out this way. And may as well. So if we were there, should be there now. Okay. Alright, so that should cover us at least for the short term. Like I said, modular frames we're not worried about. Concrete, and this whole area is going to get rebuilt. There's a very good chance of it, yeah. We're not making motors. We are making heavy frames. I guess it would be good to get them in the storage room, huh? That's kind of a... yeah, I could under... yeah, okay. If I were heavy modular frames... I didn't really leave myself anywhere to go, so I guess it's a good thing we don't need this concrete belt anymore. Okay, so if I want to go here, it's kind of fine because we're right there. So maybe we go right next to... yeah. Oh, okay, because it's down here. Thought there was a belt there already. Can you reach? No. Alright, so that'll run all the way back to the storage room, and then if I go here... I'm just gonna do it this way for now. Maybe it'll stay, maybe it won't. Those should be right there. Yeah, nice. Okay. Beauty. It's kind of an important thing, huh? Look at that. Nice. Love seeing a massive belt of heavy modular frames. Very cool. Alright. Cool. So that'll start... I just want to make sure it actually gets here. It wouldn't get here. There we go. That's... in steps. There we go. Ripping. Cool. Okay, so at least that's going. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, it kind of comes back to like where feels right. This is a cool spot, don't get me wrong, and I'm not opposed to having it over here. We have the SAM stuff, but we don't really need that for much, except for like fluctuators, which we've been getting by in the current setup of just handcrafting them. So let's kind of just get a aerial view here for a moment. Okay, the cool part about building it over here is we could like physically incorporate the two things together a lot easier than if we built it over here. If we don't build it over here, could move the space elevator over here. Maybe. Kind of get it out of the middle of that and swing it over here. It's kind of an idea. And then over here, I did want to build a... I can't get over there fast enough or far enough. I did want to build a road, but we haven't even built our first vehicle, which is a shame, and I do want to use them for that, to get stuff from there to there. So we should plan for that, I guess, and kind of anticipate building a road. So we would leave some space here. But I think in this footprint, we could pretty easily build what we need to build. And I think we could do it in a way that would look pretty cool. Maybe even incorporate the train going in. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I think I want to put it here and have a nice like big skyscraper sort of thing going here. Okay, cool. So that's the plan here. There is the argument to be made about what ingot type we want to use. I don't know if we actually have this yet. I guess I would have to check the MAM, and I don't have any hard drives, so I guess that's pretty important. We should probably figure that out first. But if we want to use pure ingot recipes, we could do that. We would just have to bring the stuff over to the water, which is fine. Let's not do that. Yeah, we have. I mean, pure ingots take a lot of water, you know? So we got pure quartz, we got pure caterium, we got... Oh, why didn't it come up before? Weird. So we could get both. Copper... Wait, what? The search is kind of busted. That's fine. We could get copper as well. I think we just grab these now. I've had them on deck for a while, but yeah, refineries are just so expensive. And water is annoying, so I just don't use them. And we'll do this. Okay, good. That unlocked the right one. I thought that didn't for a second. And I don't think there's anything else at the moment that we desperately want. Cured iron plate is good. It needs rubber though, but we need all the rubber we currently have. I don't have actual turbo fuel yet, so that's no good. We do want that stuff eventually. I didn't realize I had that. Thank you. Okay, so that's the plan. What do we have resource-wise? We've got iron. So I've got a normal node, 2 normal nodes, because that one's got the mine on it, but it's not being used. Anything else is too far away for us to worry about. So we've got 2 normal nodes. So that's a total of 600 iron ore. And then I think we have a copper node. We do have the one over there too, which probably doesn't help us that much, but we could do something like copper rotors or something weird like that, which might be interesting. Because otherwise, I don't know what we're going to use that for. Probably something in the late game, I guess. It might actually be useful for the electronics, considering where it is. Yeah, okay, let's leave that over there then. We're not going to touch that one. So we'll use a normal node of copper, right? Or two. We have 2. We have this one. And that one. Or that one. These are all Mark 1 still. Some of them are, at least. Okay. So, what I would like to do is jump into the modeler. And let's start a new build. So this was our old one, right? Pretty basic, no alternates, nothing crazy. And we're going to make a new outpost. I titled it RP and rotor scale up. And we're going to kind of just mess with some numbers and see what we can do and if it's worth going the pure ingot route, which it probably will be. But we'll find that out right now. Okay, so that's what we have coming in. If we wanted to just turn that into iron ingots, we could do that pretty easily. We do the same with copper. And that's what we would have to work with. Now, I really don't need more rotors. These are just for building, so there's no pressing need for like a bunch of rotors. Search is broken. Oh, word. I know they updated the game today, but maybe they broke it. That's okay. And we have all of our other parts coming from other factories, so these are, you know, kind of on their own. All we have to do is make reinforced plates and rotors. So what is interesting to me, we also do, I think we have steamed copper sheet. I would have to check before I commit to that. But let's just do a basic, simple concept build first and see what we can do. Is if we make a bunch of copper sheets, we can make copper rotors. That's a lot of screws. That's gross. I forgot about the screws. That's like all of our... No. Never mind. Disregard. It might still be worth it, just not this much, right? We don't have to max these out. That's the thing. Like, this doesn't have to be that big. Because basically, we just need a little bit of rotors to build with. We don't use that many rotors for building stuff. So it's nothing... Like, we don't need a bunch, you know? So, because I don't want to make steel because I don't have coal. Copper rotor uses 195 screws. That's a lot of rotors, though, per minute. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wait. No, we are using copper rotor. Okay. We're just not going to use that many for copper sheets. Okay, so guaranteed copper rotor, and then what I think makes the most sense is to use, obviously, stitched iron plate, so we can take advantage of the wire. So we would want to see, let's say, if we made all of that into iron sheets, iron plates, we could make, you know, about 60 per minute, which I think would be enough. It might not be, though. Let's go back. Okay, we need 38 per minute, so that would be more than enough. That'd be great, actually. That'd be really good. So 60 per minute is a good number. And then if we took 300... and let's just send that into cast screws. Okay, so we could get pretty close. That's right, because it was 325. We don't need that, though. That's so many. So what if instead we did 12? And then we made the others into more iron plate. And we sent that in there. And now we get 600. Okay. Then I could drop this down. Actually, let's leave that up, because then we could just go over and in like that. Yep. And the goal here is mainly to make wire. So we can work backwards on this one and just say what makes more sense. Copper sheet. Okay, that's kind of fine. That's a lot of rotors per minute. That's an insane amount, honestly. Like, we just don't need that, frankly. It's completely unnecessary. So let's do that. And make even more. I don't even think we need that. I think we could literally get away with one of these, right? Because the idea is, like, this is purely for building. So, like, before, we were making 13 and a third per minute. I don't think we ever struggle on rotors. Oops, I'm going back too far. So I think I'd rather make, like, a bunch of plate. Like, that is a little lopsided. That's kind of silly. So I guess if we're doing it, we may as well just do that. 100 is still a lot. That's pretty good. You know, I can't knock 100. And this is no pure recipes, right? So then here we can just pull that back. We could just say basic wire. And yeah, we're barely hitting the copper really at all. We would have copper to spare. Okay, so like that, if we were hitting a problem, we would just say awesome sync, get rid of the rest, please. Or we just don't make as much, right? Either one is acceptable. Okay, so that's kind of an idea. I don't think there's much another way we could really utilize more copper. I think we're kind of already using as much as we can. And this is a pretty big facility. Okay, like, you know, this is pretty large. So there's a lot going on here. We do that to simplify things a little bit. So I think this is kind of fine, and we could get away with just not using pure recipes right now. Because again, that's a lot. This leaves a ton of room for scaling up. That's way more than we need per minute for building. So I think we're more than happy to just keep things relatively simple for now. Avoid grabbing a bunch of water. And then I can say, you go in there. We're actually going to delete. Let's just clear the connections. No, the factory's gone. It doesn't matter. Delete it. It's not doing anything anymore. We'll send that in there, and then here is our storage lineup at the base. Same thing goes here. We can get rid of that steel factory and put this one in place. Wire still coming in from there. That's currently fine, which is cool. And then we're going to say that this isn't quite as clean, which is fine. So let's send those out. We got to send those back out. We got to send modular frames back out. And motors back out. Okay. And then we can put those in where they need to go. I think I have to drop this down by one and add another box. It is kind of nice to have something like this, though, just available so we can keep track of all the different stuff we're making. Let's see. What if instead that was there, and then that could go there, and then that could go there, and then I could have our concrete there. It's just a little better in that regard. And what are we upset about here? If I delete that, is that going to work out better for us? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't want to go from a storage box into another storage box, which I kind of understand. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so it's this one and that one. Got it. All right, it's a little... It's all right. Oh, that's good. And then heavy frames. We already have going out, so that's actually fine. And then motors going out. Okay. Did I miss anything? That concrete is fine to be there. It's probably just going to get sunk, I'll be honest. But it could get turned back into the base. We'll find that out later. Let's see. So if we go back now, let's get rid of the old steel one. And there we go. We're all happy. Bring that in like that, and that's kind of it. That's pretty good. Cool. Green number good? Yeah. We're all good. Looking good. Okay, so that's the plan then. It's going to be a large setup, but the nice thing is screws all on one belt. Wire, 2 belts, pretty manageable. We use up all of the iron, which is good. And are limited on copper. So in the future, if we do need to scale this up, the best move would be to switch to pure iron, because then we could probably still get away with using basically all that iron copper, and then maybe scale up like one of these, but I think that would work out pretty well. I doubt we'll have to do that though. This is crazy. So all is well. I may as well stay in here. And let's start building, shall we? Let's get into it. It's pretty easy to build a little factory like this, which is nice. So we're going to start with our smelters. If I... I'm trying to think. If I wanted to keep things simple here... and save on power shards, right? We could just not make this much copper right now, which is kind of fine by me. 175 is an unfortunate number. I don't know if there is a way to really scale that down without hitting iron. Yeah. It's maybe my flaw. I just try to get the most out of everything possible, even if I'm just thinking a lot. I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, you're just making more coupons at the end of the day, right? So... you got the power, may as well just use it. I think it's fine. Like, I don't mind doing this, right? It's just, I am a little short on power shards. I could easily get more in a couple of minutes. But, if I just made this make, would be 7? Oh, no, not even. Wait, 185 is 6 less, so if this makes 4... yeah, it would be like... whatever that is, somewhere around there, 4.2-ish. It's a weird number. So... I guess we could do that. Because that does drop that from... power shard. I think like a power shard we would unfortunately need. Is there a way I could try to get away with that? I don't think so, because we're maxing the iron out. Let's see, if I did 1 there... I'm just curious if I could make that... use a little less, 187.5. No, that's not good either. Because I want that number to be less than 180, I think. So wait, 3 is no good. 5 was also no good. Okay, what about 6? There we go. Okay. It still works out here. So now what we're doing is, if I set this to make 2... or sorry. Oh no, not 2. Yep. And then I get rid of that. No? 4? Oh, it was 4. Okay. Oops. Oh, yeah, because it's 48. I was only looking at 48, not 72 over here. My brain was like, that's 12. That's not 12. Much better. Much cleaner. Still relatively the same amount. A lot easier on belts, though. And no power shards there, which is cool. I think that's the vibe. I think we like it. Make a little bit more rotors. But I think that works out. I think that's good. Yeah, okay. We min-max out here. So let's take this whole tower out. Because I might want to put a road there. I don't know yet. All that stuff is still going in the box, which is awesome. That was a mistake. I should have checked where that was going. You ever have a moment where you're like, that was not good what I just did? Because that was me right there. So this lovely little smelter stack was actually feeding a different factory over there. How far back? It can't be that far back, right? 37. We were just sitting here anyway. It's fine. We were in the modeler. Good call. Good call, Jade. I like it. I like it. I was just about to rebuild that whole sucker. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I've been streaming this whole time on Wi-Fi, which is crazy because the Wi-Fi is garbage. So I'm sorry if the stream has not been good quality, but I just plugged in the Ethernet cable, so hopefully that takes care of that. Yeah, great shout, Jade. Great shout. Great shout. Okay, so we don't have 2. We have 1. But we could still take advantage. Yeah, autosave to the rescue is so real. Okay, that changes things. That changes things considerably. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let's see if we could just get 1 out of here. So... No, don't make 12. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I don't want you to make 12. I want that one to make 1. Let's kind of align some stuff here. I'm glad I actually caught that, because that could have been a bit of a pain. It would have been a major pain. Okay, so we have 300 iron. Why are you the way that you are? Okay, because that's just how much you want to make. Yeah, just reset that, please. Just kind of redo all this. Go here. Go there. Okay, so we have 300 minus 45 is 255. Ingots consume 15 per. So 10 is 150. Another... What is that? 6. Do you need all that reinforced iron plate? Not all that. That's why I'm trying to scale it back a little bit to dial in. Wouldn't it just be like 20? Yeah, it's 300. Okay, so then 255 should be 17? Yeah. Okay. Oh, because it's still getting all this iron. Okay, so we might not be able to use up all the iron. Oh, wait. No, I'm being dumb here. Okay, so here's what we have to do. Start over. Delete. Pure copper. There we go. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yep. And then... kind of start this back over. Oops, like so. And then, okay, so we don't need that much. That might be fine. This might be fine. So if we put in a power shard, we could actually get 180, which would be that. Okay, so let's try this. Kind of like we were talking before, right? So we want to make wire and copper sheets. Wire we want to send in there. Copper sheets, we want to make copper rotors. But again, here we don't need that many. We're kind of redoing what we just did. So let's say... we have those, we have those. We want to make cast screws. And we need that in there. So we need more iron at the current pace, but then what if I just... How much are we overflowing right now? Only 25. Okay, that's not bad. 25 is okay. We could deal with that. And then all the math is happy again, because that's fine. We're using all the iron without having to switch to the pure ingot recipe. And we're making the same amount of stuff again, which is, I think, kind of the best thing that we could really ask for. Just means that we have to make this using the pure recipe, but that's fine because we're near the water already with copper, actually. And that's just a water extractor. It's really not that bad. Yeah, even the water dials in very nicely, actually, using 12 there. And this gives more than 25 per minute. So if we were going to dial that up, yeah, this is perfect. This is totally, totally cool in my book. The only... Yeah, no, I think this is better. This is fine. This works out well. We can even fit this on a belt. Yeah. So that's nice with our current stuff. Iron, not quite the same. That's okay. We are sending quite a bit into iron plate. I think the other iron plate recipes wouldn't work out for us here. Okay, but that kind of works out because we're sending like nearly 40 per minute into storage, and that's super overkill. We definitely don't need all that, but it is kind of what it is. And then I think it'll be good to have later, because I think we're probably going to be scaling up the heavy modular frames later on. So I think it'll be nice to just have these on deck ready to go. Okay, so this is the plan. Yeah. Good plan. It's a good plan. Great plan. So, with all of that in mind, that's iron. This is copper. That's water. So that works out. Let's get back to building. So I think this road thing is kind of going to go for now. Probably so will that. A lot of this is definitely not permanent and very likely to change. So let's think. I think it would be good to build off of that level so that we're well over the mine down here. Right, plenty of headroom. Even if we move it up, I think. Now that we have infinite nudge, we can do stuff like this. I did, but we still have to do copper at least over here. So space elevator could go here, you know. I just got to leave enough room to get this guy out with whatever level I build on, basically. I'm just kind of... Like, I might not build it over. I just want to leave enough room in case I do want to build it over. So we can do this, and then something like that. And that gives us plenty of space. But yeah, you're right. I did say I want to move the space elevator here, which I still think would make sense. Yo, what's up, Dracus? All good? Welcome, welcome. So, that's what we got going there. We got tons of stuff in that box that maybe I should take a look at real quick. Oh yeah. Alright, let's get rid of all the copper. Let's get rid of all the iron. All of the screws. All of that. And all that. Okay, that's not too bad. Kind of wish you could sort these. That would be cool. I don't know where we got computers from, to be completely honest with you. Actually, no. Let's put that over here. I didn't mean to hit Q, but then I just committed to it, so it's fine. We need like 40 modular engines, I just realized. And they're coming down the line right now. Oh my goodness. Talk about timing. Here we go. We gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch the number go all the way to the top. Hell yeah. We haven't even made a dent in our adaptive control units yet, or whatever they're called. I think that's what they're called. Oh. Bada bing. Huge moment right there. That's a big one checked off the list. All right. Nice. That's very good. So that one was the old modular engine line. So we can get rid of that. And I know it's like, do we store them for later? Or do we just start sinking them? And I think we could store them for later. And then sink them. That one's empty. That one's also empty. Let's do something like this. And then here. Let's see, I could probably... I'm probably going to actually move this belt. I'm definitely going to move this belt now that I'm looking at it. But for now, this is fine. It just gets them... That did not work at all. It just gets them running where we want them and keeps the train from backlogging, which is the main concern at the moment. I mean, that would take a very long time, but... Okay, so we already have this set up, which is good, and then it should be outputting over that way. I'm good where I'm at with the heat, man, yeah. But, good luck, have fun. I hate the heat. It's like I literally had this conversation the other day. It's like, I can deal with cold, just put on another layer, you know? I know it'll be, sometimes it's so cold you can't, but still, for the most part, I'd prefer cold over excruciating heat, like, anytime. I really dislike being in very hot weather. All right, let's just empty out whatever I can. Should be pretty good. Okay, that's working good. It's so real, dude. It's so real. That's amazing. I love it. It's like, literally nothing about me is built for this. Exactly. Everything's much better, I feel like, in the cold. Let's add those to the collection. Let's add those into our depots. Same with those guys, actually. Oh, we're full. Nice. Well, never mind. Let's put all those away. I should definitely be grabbing power shards. It's something we're going to want pretty badly. I think we're going to build on that level, obviously, so things line up. I guess it's not obvious, so, but we're going to build on that level so that things line up. We like things to line up. Let's do that, and something like that for now. It's fine. Okay. I think we might just be sinking a lot of the rotors. Dinner's ready, so I'll be back if you're offline. Thank you. You too. Enjoy your dinner. And yeah, we might... I don't know how long we're going to be going because I started so late today. But yeah, hopefully we're still here when you get back. If not, take care. Alright, so... I guess I could check off tearing it down. Did that, and we did that. So that's pretty good. Good starts, good starts. So, rotors... Don't really need them. 2 plastic, see you later. Some copper sheets, yeah, I don't care. Otherwise, that's all good. Let's throw those in there. Okay, I definitely want to make a thing that like sorts all your items, where you could just dump your inventory. If it can go into a box, it goes into that box. If it can't, it just gets recycled. I've decided I want to make that a thing. Okay. But staying focused again on what I was saying before. Okay, hold on now. So if the space elevator isn't here, which we could very easily tear down, and we're building this entire factory on one elevation, why not build that on the same elevation? Because then we could just line stuff up real nice and have some cool walkways and stuff connecting things. I've already decided that's what we're doing, but so I'm just gonna drag this out kind of as an anchor point, right, to force things to line up. Hello, Bean. What's up, bro? So let's get out here, and it's probably a little bit too far, actually. We're gonna clip through the elevator a little bit. I just don't want to tear it down right now. Although yeah, well, I'll leave it because I don't want to have to build a platform for it right now. And this is temporary anyway. It's just so we can get the height over here. Okay, and I'll leave that so we're building the reinforced plates one. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Are we at that height? I'm just curious. Oh, wow, we are. It's literally just the same thing. Okay. Well, you know, you never know until you know. the odds of that are pretty slim. I gotta be honest with you. To be at the same elevation like that. That's kind of funny, but that's cool. We like that. We like that. So what we'll do is we'll just incorporate the mine into the elevator segment of it. Or I don't know. Because we want the extractor in a good spot. I mean, hey, if I can use right down here, I'm going to throw an extractor in here. Tell me I can do that. It's a good start. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Yep. 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 Okay, cool. Great. So that's where that's going. Which means we can build right here. So let's get you. That should be at a perfectly fine height. And is there anything else I need to worry about or take into account over here? Kind of have a little road situation going here, but I think that can turn, right? Because we got to deal with these, 2 of these mines. We'll probably build a smelter stack over here just to smelt all the iron up right now before sending it over. And then we are going to want to have a way to get these ingots back out and over. So something probably in this general area is pretty likely. Okay, so that's a couple of things, at least, that we want to keep track of. Is that kind of centered enough? I mean, that's kind of fine. So if I were a wall, I'd be cool with going there, which means we're splitting over here. Although, maybe I want to bring that back to like here. That way this one's incorporated as well. And we do have a kind of nice outlet over here. Okay, that kind of works. Let's pull this back. I don't want to delete it. I'm gonna have that just in case. And let's see. If we do that here. Oh, I didn't mean to change that. I wanted to change the build mode. Let's see. So that's going to go there. Okay, the mine is flipping a little bit, but that's okay. We could just not have a catwalk going that way, or just move it to the other side. I like it. So that's out. That's now one of these, and it's also out, and that's one of those. Very nice. That all works out great. That's perfectly fine, and that's the switch out. Awesome. Great. That's really good. Cool. I don't need you. I really need to update that blueprint. I keep saying that every time, but I guess it's not that hard to do that, right? So we can manage. All right. And then it would be the same one over here. So let's just go like that. I missed it, 25k. Yeah, it just ticked over. Just a few minutes back. Let's see. Okay, so this would also be fine. It's the water tank hitting this. So we should be able to make that work just fine. But yeah, thankfully I caught it happening, and I watched it go through. So you can go see it if you want. It was only a few minutes ago. Okay, so that would work. I think same thing. We would just move this. Oops, I would delete that one. Just move this over. And again, get rid of this guy. Wait, I don't need this. What am I saying? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Is the overflow being fed to the beast? Oh yeah, you want to see the, here's the plan real quick. Nothing too crazy. 100 per minute. 22.5. Oh, you're talking that. Yes. I don't know why I thought you meant the model there. Yeah, we're getting a little stockpile, and then whenever that fills up, it'll just start getting overflowed with the versatile frameworks. So we're feeling good. Yeah, this one I'm not building a refinery, right? We're building a smelter, which is a lot simpler. Very good, very great. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I was just gonna like sink all of them, and then Jade was like, "Well, you should probably save some," and I was like, "You're kind of smart for that, yeah." Because we will need them for like other recipes later, right? So be nice to have some to just fill in. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Alright, and then that'll just go right in there. That'll be beautiful. Same thing over here. We won't need any of that. We could actually do something kind of cool here. Hold on. We could nudge this thing over, but I don't need to go that hard. It's not that important. And then there we go. Okay. So give my power shards back. Take that iron. Thank you. Let's just make sure we're getting these all set up as we're going. Here we only need 180, which is very nice. Save a little bit on power shards. Should still use these, and I really want to figure out a way to incorporate elevators more, especially for these really tall towers. Like here, obviously not so much, but the steel factory, like, yes, that would be nice. Okay, so the goal here is we are going to make 300 per minute, and what I think we're going to do is 2 levels of 4 and a level of 2, so let's say levels 3 in total. Let's kind of fill in blanks as we go. So that guy will go there. We're going to go catwalk connections. It's like a puzzle, and you just got to find the right pieces. And then over here, we're saying copper. I'll sit up in this chair a little bit. Okay. And here, we're going to be making 450 per minute. I'll keep this all on one level because it's refineries, and that's this little section of the factory up and running. Not up and running, but sort of functional. Now, we are running a different version, actually, than both of these. It would say one output at this point, which I thought I made. I guess I never made that. So for now, you know what? We should actually make like pure ingot recipes for each refinery when the time comes. So, you know, let's do that. Exactly that. So what I mean by that is just like how we have smelter recipes with each ingot type, we should do the same thing with refineries. So, oh, hello, hello. Black Sun, what's up? Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. All right, so we're gonna go with our 2 input, 2 output. We're gonna make some tweaks here. The primary tweak being that we do not need a fluid output. That is not required. Thanks for playing. The second is that we can finally set some recipes here. So the first one is going to be this pure iron. I'm just going to do it because we're here. May as well do it. And we can paint the pipes because we know these are now going to be water. And I like to paint those blue. All right. That is all well and good. So we're going to say 2x pure. I can type pure iron ingot, and we are gonna grab the iron ingot thing here. We're gonna be building a lot of these, so it's definitely worth having. And we're gonna rename that for sure. We're gonna make a fluids and a solids, I think. So let's do that right now before I make a whole bunch of designs and then have to shift them all over. Edit, add subcategory, and we're gonna say refinery solids, I guess. And so we can put like wet concrete and all the iron stuff. That one's all fine. And we'll make new manifolds for those to work out. And then let's just go through all the ingot types, right, while we're here. Let's make copper. That's the one we actually need. Oh, I keep hitting Q, sorry. Do copper. And then we can do Caterium. And I should set up the singles as well. All right. Sure we switch that over. Very good. And then I would like to load in this one. All right, so same thing. Paint that blue, that's the input. You can set the recipe to be iron for the first one and get rid of the fluid. Let's see if I can do it this time. Oh, already started. Off to a strong start. Pure iron ingot. So that's for all the pure recipes? Yeah. At least for now. This will just cover us so that whenever I want to slap down one of these, I can just kind of easily do that, you know, without having to do a whole lot of recipe changing and all that stuff. And then we'll do copper. I did it for the smelters, like I was saying, and it's nice. I do like it. It does make building a lot easier. Yeah. All right. Make sure that it's going into the right spot. And then we do Caterium. There we go. Ada did say we got to be efficient. She did say that. That is a factual statement. I just remembered that we want to make one of these. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, take some deals when you get them, right? Why not? Okay, so we don't need this guy. I feel like good mosquito netting is very important, so that's good. That's good to hear. All right, and then there we go. So we have our fluid input, we have our item input, we have our item output. Everybody's happy. So what we're gonna say for this one is 2 in, 1 out manifolds. And we can leave that, that's fine. Fluid and item in, item out. That sounds horrible. The Asian tiger mosquito. That just sounds like something that would ruin your day real quick. I think I wanted to put this in here. That should be pretty good. It is. I hate it. Yeah. I hate it, and I've never even experienced it. But I immediately do not like the sound of that thing. It just sounds mean and bitey. Those are fun. I feel like those are pretty fun too. Just to be like zapping stuff all over the place, you know? It's like the closest thing to a lightsaber that we have. Although I did see stuff where like some dude basically made like a toy, but like a crazy lightsaber that like retracts and lights up and like makes all the sound and stuff. It was pretty nice. Not a toy. Nice. There you go. Alright, so we're building 12 of these. Let's see how far out we go. We're definitely going to break the hypertube line, which is fine. Alright, time to go. Sorry, bud. Pull this back. And that will officially need to be rerouted. That should be number 4, right? I did not count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I did. We got 5 and 6. Yeah, right. It's so true. Somehow they find a way in. All right, very cool. So that is our whole refinery block. Let's see, from down here, how much is... Oh, I can get that. Nice. Alright, actually, I do kind of need that. So we got that to there. That to there. And we can just make all of the power connections basically from down here, except for like this last one. Although, can we do it? Oh, we got it. Let's go. Nice. Alright. And they pulled me back in. Alright. So here, I think we're just going to drop down and connect into this for now because I don't have like a clean power solution here yet. And that should start up those guys, and then if I drag power over there, we should be able to get you going off that. Very good, very great. Okay, now water. You already said we can get here. Watch Sopranos again. Oh man, yeah. Wild show. Right, so if I did something like this, I wouldn't mind that, because then we could build out Probably do one more. Do something like this, and then let's think. It doesn't have to be crazy, right? We do want to delete this guy. Ouch. The hill being there is a little annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Trying to think how much infrastructure I want to add into this. We're going to do this. And then you can kind of float it for a little. I think that was backwards. But it was the right idea. It was the right idea. There we go. Maybe something like that, and then once I hit the water again, I want to leave it open. And then I think we should have like a bottom support. Yeah. I don't know if that's worth using though. Let's see. Hold on. If I do default, doesn't snap. Why does blueprint not snap? Oh, it does. It's just the blueprint goes all the way down to here, right? I think if I put the pillars on the top of the designer, it would work out. All right. I think that's pretty cool. Kind of like doing that actually, like big gaps in between. It's kind of nice. All right, so this is where we want to put the water extractor. I think we're gonna just have it jump off of this. Nothing too crazy. Oh, okay, I guess I can't even have a foundation there. Okay, wait, this totally worked like 5 seconds ago. What do you mean? Like, it's fine, but it's also kind of annoying. What changed? I literally just did this on camera. I know for a fact I could build one here a minute ago. Is that in the way? No. Is that in the way? Oh, it was. Oh. Interesting. Okay. I wouldn't have expected that, I'll be honest with you. Water extractors are a little finicky, huh? So now you're fine. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I have to build the extractor first. Yeah, exactly. It's just a little interesting. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I think the blueprint hitbox went down and occupied the space that this needed to be in. We're not clipping too much, right? Nope. So that was just to get the alignment, and then think. First, blue. Second, I eventually want to be... I guess here is fine. This is a good spot to be. And then we're going to have to... We might need more than one pump. I don't know. That might not be too bad, actually. We might be able to make that. Okay, that kind of works. I think I want it to be... No, there's fine, because I just want to be able to get a valve on this. Okay, and yeah, we're definitely going to need a valve down here. Along with the pump, so I'm trying to think. Something like that, and then... I think that's kind of okay. Because otherwise we'd be going into the ground, so we kind of have to go up sooner rather than later. Okay, and then power is kind of a different story. So let's see, the power we have currently is hooked up to our switch down there, so I don't want to tie it into that. Let's see, can I put this back now? Yeah, I can. Nice. Let's do that real quick. So what I think makes the most sense is we just kind of do something here. And then just run it back. Or here. But here we hit the ground versus there we don't. So I think we're just going to go here for now. We can always change it, right? We'll definitely change that. But it gets it running. We don't need to overclock. We have a pump in place. Is that going to get all the way up there? I don't think so. I could also put it more like up here just to get a couple more meters of head lift. Because we get 10 meters out of that, so technically this could basically get us like up to here, but play it a little safe. Alright, let's see how we doing. Getting there. How much head lift do we have left? We should be able to make that, I feel like. Oh, yeah. Speed that process up a little bit. I just want to see if it can get up there, that's great, and then I don't have to worry about another pump. So far it does seem like it's making it. And then it's really the question of whether or not I can fill this up all the way. You're doing fine. It's probably fine. Yeah, I think it's probably fine. Let's leave it overclocked for now and fire this up. That way all the machines can fill up nice and quick. And we've already got copper. And then we can do iron. Okay. How are we doing here? We're getting there. Probably want to let that go for a few. Yeah, okay. So we just want to see this fill up. While we're waiting for that, let's build out iron. So this one we're not using the pure recipe. We just don't need to make that much iron right now. Actually, do that one first. Okay. Power going. Oh, I totally forgot to do that down here, actually. It's the little things. Like actually turning on the smelters, you know. They do matter. They do matter. Alright. How are we doing here? Okay, it's filling up. Let's keep going on iron. We could probably build the whole thing and then come back. We should be good. This isn't a terrible amount. Go here. And fire this level up. I didn't copy anything, but that's okay. We're gonna go 300 per minute. This is level 203. Guess it's already an iron ingot, so that's fine. And last level. So here, we're just gonna build 2. All right, and that is our iron tower. Let's say 3 of 3. Throw the switch. I gotta actually get power in here, but we'll just do all this now. And then this one. Cool. We can also grab the extra belts that we no longer need. That should be that. Okay. Are you full or you having issues? You're good to go. Bunch of copper. Okay. Awesome. So, give me those guys back. Okay, so we could do something like this, but I think we're just gonna leave it open. I should come up with something to cap this off with. Haven't really figured that out yet, but it's okay. And then we would build walls down that side. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's figure out the belt situation going out. So this one's kind of the priority. What do we want to put here? Got a couple different options. Kind of tempted to try one of these. I definitely got to come up with something, maybe just like some straight segments so that this doesn't get too repetitive, you know what I mean? Would making the power nugget on your yellow beam double-sided make your life easier, or did this double not reach through a beam? Oh, okay, yes, I know what you're saying. These. So the reason why I don't love using these is if you click and grab from them, and maybe they didn't change it. You place another double instead of placing just a normal outlet. I would prefer it if you could just place a normal outlet. I don't think there's a way to do that, right? Unless I'm just completely wrong. Yeah. So that's the main reason I don't use them, but they also wouldn't go through a beam. So if I hold... Alright, let's try this. Let's see. Oh, they actually would. Oh, kinda. They kinda would. I mean, the other solution, right, is to just place one up here. And just do that. But I'm kind of just lazy. I don't know. Before it was easier, and then I think it got harder. Maybe the more stuff we added, the more hitboxes. So we probably should do that. That is a good little tweak. All right, are these all stalled out? Awesome. Okay. Let's leave this alone for now. But yeah, it doesn't seem like you can do that. Would be cool if you could. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. Oh shit. All right. I gotta wrap things up today. Sorry, guys. Let's do a little build here real quick. Just get out there, and then we'll probably wall that in. Yeah. Apologies for the short stream, but I got to take care of some cats that are gonna want some dinner, and you know, make dinner myself, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's call it today. But we did pretty good. We got our whole area torn down here, and then next time we'll be spending a lot of time building our new facility over here. So should be pretty good. We do have to build another iron tower as well, so maybe we'll build that right next to this one, actually. That'd be cool. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody coming by. Dracus, have a great night. Take care. Don, thank you as well. Appreciate you. Bro, take care. Good seeing you. And yeah, we'll be back real soon. Back maybe tomorrow. Keep an eye out. Might do a little more odd sparks. And then definitely back on Friday with Satisfactory. And we will keep plugging away. So, till then, take care. And I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.